Well, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good whatever you have, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is, good tidings, glad tidings, and happy, happy, happy Easter. Happy Easter to everyone. Let's see if I can get rid of that little button there. Okay, happy Easter, happy Easter, happy. Now, Easter is a very, very special day. Now, Easter is a special day, and you don't have to be one of the people in the world that celebrates Easter. You know, it still can be a special day. In the same way that you can celebrate Christmas or Columbus Day or Children's Day or Dry Cleaners Day or whatever day might be out there that particularly speaks to you. It doesn't have to speak to you at this time of year. Easter is Easter, and it's very special. Now, what's special about Easter, for those of you that aren't familiar with the dogma of the event, is that, see, it's both two things. It's the resurrection of Jesus Christ, okay, got that part? And it's the birth of the Easter bunny. That's right, both things happen on Easter. That's right. And whichever version you happen to pick, whether it's the Easter version, the Jesus version of Easter, or the Easter Bunny version of Easter, why they both can teach us some very powerful and profound lessons. Now, what I thought I could let you in on, because we always want to have something special for the tens of people that follow our little messages here, is I thought I'd bring a little bit of the behind the scenes of Easter, the kind of things that you don't normally learn, like when I went to Sunday school every Sunday as a Methodist. And again, you don't have to be a Methodist or whatever. I actually kind of like Methodists as religions go. It's a pretty light religion. It's like, we don't know all the eternal damnation and hellfire and original sin and all of that. We're pretty self-responsible kind of group. It's like if you screw up, clean it up and move on. Now, however, what we sacrificed in terms of the trade-off there is that we don't have to worry all that hellfire stuff, right? We didn't get the great outfits that the Catholics get. We didn't get the wonderful garbs and the incense and the all the drag that comes with the Catholicism, which makes it really great. As a friend of mine said, if you didn't want so many gay priests, you want to tone the mass down and have it look a little less like Les Mis. Oh, but that's a little side thing, isn't it? All right. So anyway, that Jesus, this is the third day that when he came back, and you wonder, well, what's the 3 days? Good Friday's Friday. Obviously, right? Not so good for Jesus, but somewhere along the line, some guy said, hey, let's call it Good Friday, and make clear, a guy said, let's call it Good Friday, not God. And then there's 3 days, right? Saturday, Sunday, basically, and then there he comes. There are 2 days, I don't know how you count it, in the morning or the evening or whatever like that, when he got crucified, when he comes back. But what the hell's happening in that? What the heck, excuse me, is happening in that cave? Well, here's the story, okay? Now, and again, much of what happens doesn't get into the Bible. There's a lot that didn't get into the Bible. When they first submitted the Bible, when those guys first submitted the Bible, the publisher said, this is way too big. You got to cut it back. And just like a good movie, it's all in the editing. They said, if we make this thing, if we print this as big as what you've got it here, it's just never going to fit into those end table drawers at the Motel 6. So, you got to cut it back. So this is part of what it didn't get into the final text. So what happened, why the whole thing about the wait for the 2 days or 3 days until he came back on Sunday, on Easter, is that's how long it took. That's how long it took the pharaohs to hide the eggs. So that's how long it took the pharaohs to hide the eggs. And then on Sunday, all the eggs are hidden. And Moses said to Jesus, okay, well, now we can hunt for the eggs. Okay, and this is in the tradition of the Easter bunny, right? Because the Easter bunny and Jesus comes at the same time. And so Jesus is walking around, gets up, walks around the cave for a couple hours, right? Finally says to Moses, hey, there's no eggs in here. And Moses said, no kidding, the eggs are out here. So that's one of the parable of the eggs, right? Is that don't be looking where you are for what is going to make a difference. Look to where that is. And that's very powerful, isn't it? So with that, then Jesus, trapped up in that cave. So all of a sudden now Jesus got this problem. So he has to roll away the rock, right? So he rolls away the rock, and that's a heck of a thing to roll away. I mean, it's bad enough that the guy's got to drag that cross and then get nails in his hands. Now, all of a sudden, here's what he gets as a retribution. Oh, now you get to roll away the rock. Hey, thanks a lot. So anyway, he rolls away the rock. And another part that didn't get into the Bible, when he's done rolling away the rock, his hands are completely screwed up, okay? Not that they're not screwed up from the nails to begin with, but they're very screwed up. And so this is where Jesus bandages got invented, okay? And you don't hear about the Jesus bandages in the Bible, but this is Jesus bandages that says, discover the healing power of Jesus bandages. And these were really the first bandages came into existence by virtue of the chafed hands that Jesus had when he was rolling away that rock. And so isn't that fantastic that now you know where bandages come from? So every time you put that Band-Aid on, you can think, hey, thank you, Jesus. So now the other thing is, you know, that this is, I think I showed you this before, but Easter's a good time to get out your Jesus action figure. See this? Hey, thumbs up. Come on, let's go. That's right. This is fantastic, isn't it? And then if you're traveling, you know, or sometimes I'm out on my skateboard and I like to travel light, then I take this right here, which is my pocket Jesus. And look at that. That's just that's a little Jesus. Still the same power. Still the same power because it's, you know, once again, it's only a symbol. It didn't actually, you know, it's not so factual, all right? But it's a nice symbol, isn't it? Something that you know, hold on to in your dark times. So there's your little Jesus thing right there. And then this is something that I really, really enjoy. These are my Jesus sticky notes. Okay. Any person that, you know, this is a fantastic thing for that, right? Let me move this a little bit here. There you go. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, Jesus sticky notes. And this says, note unto others. How great is that? And then it says right here, here's what your sticky notes are, right? With, you know, of course, as the, you know, the guys that made up Jesus were all white guys. And so Jesus, of course, had to be white. So that was what would Jesus do, WWJD. That's fantastic. And then you've got your little smaller ones over here, little smaller notes that says, would Jesus do it? Would I do it? Oh, powerful, right? And then you've got these things here, these little singular colored ones. I don't know, maybe this is the Christian flag. I don't know, maybe on Christian Pride Day, this is the color of their flag. I don't know. But anyway, so that's fun. You got your Jesus notes there. And then also, your Jesus lip balm. Don't go anywhere without it, right? And it says, looking good for Jesus. How great is that? SPF 18, be worthy, be noticed. Virtuous vanilla. there's a flavor from the deity if I've ever heard it, isn't it? And then it says, get tight with Christ. Oh my goodness. And it says, protects, preserves with natural beeswax. And then it says, look your Sunday best. And there's my favorite, returns lips to near virgin quality. And for some of us, that's been quite a while, hasn't it? Oh, but that's fantastic. Now, the other thing is, I want you to know, it's also the season of the Passover, right? And I had the wonderful opportunity yesterday with some of my amazing, generous, wonderful Jewish friends. They invite me to their Seder every year, and I love that. I love that. And one of my favorite things about that is that you get to eat that horseradish and beet juice concoction that they have, and it's about what's bitter herbs. And Passover, you know, Christians have their great story about Easter and the second coming and all that kind of stuff, right? And then the Jews also have their wonderful lore that they have in their scriptures. And a part of that includes Passover, which is a fabulous story. So anybody that has never been to a Seder, get yourself to a Seder. Don't run to a Seder next year, and find some wonderful Jewish friends who are as wonderful as mine that will include you. And, you know, you get to do that, but it was a wonderful thing. And so you get yourself, I had, I think religion should be like mix and match. Pick a little bit of you know, the Jewish religion, a little bit of the Christian religion, maybe some Muslims, whatever pieces of the stories work for you the best, you know, they're all good. So this, I didn't have any official matzah for my Seder, but I had the Manischewitz, the Passover collection crackers. Okay, so they're kind of, you know, and this is great. They're called everything crackers. So they're kind of the existential snack. And then what you've got here, and this is fantastic. I just found this out yesterday. Instead, I thought I was going to have to mix up the beet juice and the horseradish. And look at what this here. There's a product that actually mixes the horseradish and the beet juice. And so on Easter, I'm going to mix and match a little, like I said. Even though it's Easter, I'm going to take a wonderful spoonful of this horseradish and beet mixture, put it on my Passover approved snack crackers. And there you go. Woo. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And now you see that answers the question, not only what would Jesus do, but what would Jesus eat? So, oh my goodness. So that's the deal. Now, people think, oh my God, this is totally sacrilegious. Absolutely accurate. Because I think religion could use some good sacking. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever seen any of my performances. I've done several performances, and I think, you know, whatever you've seen them or not, who cares? But I always include something in the kind of annals of God, love, religion, dogma, that kind of deal, right? So this is just what I have to offer for Easter, and sanctioned by no one, approved by no one, but something that I just, as an offering, all right, is God is love, period. Period, period, period. God is love. Whether it's a woman, a man, or whatever that is, God is love, okay? Religion is completely different, okay? So, you know, love came from God, and religion came from human beings, mostly men, okay? And God has been poisoned by the dogma of men turned into religion, okay? No kidding, all right? You know, there ain't no right, wrong, us, them, and God, okay? There ain't. There's tons of it in religion, tons of it, okay? So it's, you know, just something to consider. You know, God is it. You know, God's it. Beautiful, blessed, eternal, timeless, love, 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 unconditional love. You know, religion, however, men got a hold of God and turned God into religion and just poisoned the hell out of her, okay? Now it's all us against them, who's right, who's wrong. If you do this, you go to heaven. If you do this, you go to hell. And that whole thing, first of all, let me just say about this hereafter, like it all happens in the hereafter. I don't like that thing. It's like, what is this, some kind of waiting room that we've got right here? I also like this thing about dying for your sins, okay? I like to be responsible for my own self. Thank you very much. And I don't need anybody dying for my sins. And I'm not going to make Jesus or anybody else the scapegoat for the stuff that I do around here. Okay, the meta conversation. So anyway, that's it. So let's just have this year, this day be about love. Let's have it be about love. Let's not have it be about who's right and who's wrong. Let's not have it be about who's got the right religion or the wrong religion. Let's not have it be about who's holy and who isn't, and who's going to go to hell and who's going to go to hell. Let's not have it be about that at all. Let's just have it be about that we are all one, we are all love, and the game is to express that love as loudly and powerfully as possible, and that's God, all right? Now, if you happen to find yourself on some Zoom call now, because that's how people are worshiping, and you find yourself listening to some right, wrong, us versus them, well, you know what? You might want to get your money back. And for some of you, you've given a ton of money, so you get that money back. That'll be a nice refund that you can use when you're out of work due to the virus. So you see how God works in mysterious ways? It's beautiful. She's beautiful. Well, that's it. I hope you've learned something today on our Easter Easter celebration here. And so let's celebrate Jesus. Let's celebrate whoever it is that you celebrate. Let's celebrate love, but let's celebrate them in the spirit of God. Let's really celebrate them in the spirit of unconditional love. Unconditional love. That is the message. That is the message. Not this or that or this or them. Okay? All right, well, I love you. I love you. Let's celebrate Easter. Let's have it be a blessed day, a day full of love, and let's have the love that we celebrate today be the love that carries us through the entire year. All right, that's it. Okay, bye.